So this has been sitting for a minute too?
What has?
The other side?
Yep.
Should I pull the whole thing up?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you just like, from this side, just lift the whole thing off the car and spray it?
And?
But what do you do?
Or if you want, you can just literally open it and stick your hand in
Oh my god, that seems way more aggressive. It's just like grabbing and touching the glue and that's... No, it really doesn't. I want to just like pick it up, mist it, set the whole thing back down.
You can do that too.
So, okay. But, yeah, like that. Spray the whole thing, and then let it back down. Okay. Okay. Once. Well.
Hopefully the water's hot enough.
Alright. So that's gonna be the first one. And that's been sitting for a minute. This is going to be number 1. So, I was going to attack here, and I did. And then I was just trying, because it started to lift really bad here. So I ended up stretching it further, because we got this hole. So I stretched it all the way here, and then I can come back and push this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. It's not that bad.
Do you talk to yourself while you install?
A little bit.
I do it all the time. Really?
My mind's always going. Oh, little guy. There's this one. Okay. Let that tack up. I'm gonna free this back up. But that'll go like that.
Yeah, the hard part here is, let's say you make one move and to make your next move, and then you're like, hey, my first move was wrong actually.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you can't go back to redo it.
Okay. This is probably okay?
That is good. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I don't love that. Huh? Probably okay. Put this up here. Something like that. What am I dragging over? Oh, that's the paint. Okay. I should tack up there if I can. So pull this back. Pull this down. And that'll. Is it? Yeah. That could be a little closer, but the idea is there. Right. Ooh, that might be a little better. Is this overlapping just a hair?
It does, yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's what I was missing.
You could reference this a little bit on this side, but I think you're spot on.
Alright. Okay. And then, sorry, I farted. Huh. Someone wants to go back. So, I guess kind of like that.
If you want, you can take that all the way down to here too. And like block this in.
Okay. If I don't spray the tack in there, and it's probably fine as long as it's sticking in place.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, you don't need the tag to make it tag.
Okay.
Like if you squeegee all the moisture out, the adhesive becomes the real tag, and that's what holds it down.
So we'll go a little bit.
So when you're lining this piece up here, plus the bottom,
Yeah.
make sure the top is lined up too. But if you
Oh yeah.
you line up your top first, then the bottom will fall into place.
Yeah. I'm totally missed this part.
When you're tinning windows, do you leave a gap on top?
Just a slight one.
Like a 1/16 gap?
Yeah.
So same thing when you're lining up your kit to the bumper.
Yeah.
To the edge of the bumper, you want to leave like a 1/16 gap.
Okay. So should this be even more than it is right now?
No, that's like perfect.
Okay.
That's spot on. That's like almost 2.
So right here, I want to stretch this down more, but I just don't have much.
Right. So at that point, it's close enough.
Okay.
And that's what it is.
It is. It is what it is.
But I did post that I was here.
I think that this all laid flat.
If it stretches out nice, it'll fall into place.
Oh, that bucking.
So that little buddy, once we cut this, you could always go back in there.
I don't have to like. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. And here. Just more water, maybe?
Yeah, that's all water, yeah.
Okay.
You can handle that at the beginning. That's like the finishing stuff.
Okay. So, this has been chilling here for a minute.
I guarantee it's probably stuck.
Yeah.
So to free that up,
So, probably from here.
it could be top or bottom.
Yeah, that loosened up pretty nice. Okay. Oh yeah, and I haven't done anything here. Okay. But I tacked it up there. I just don't know how far I want to get. Because here. That's not bad. Okay. So.
Is it way off?
Might
It'd be
be.
similar to mine. It was a big stretch down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
So you like pushed it down like
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. So where's a good spot to tack this then?
So we could do this. So let's get the bottom one first.
Okay.
Because we can't just go directly here. We have to go there, then here, then we go to this one.
Ah, okay.
Right?
Alright.
Let's do that first.
So.
And this is gonna wrap.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just right about there?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yes, sir. So let's get that stacked.
Okay. You can just keep going underneath.
You could.
Okay. That looks pretty good. That's down.
Yeah, so that's way more in place.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
And now it's just a micro adjustment versus that big nasty pull you were doing in the beginning. So it's there, then here.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was trying to line this up and then come down here like, yeah, this is just dangling, but if anything, I might be a little far over here. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Alright, let's squeegee some stuff out. Just start up here.
And then it's always better to pull the water. Yeah. Versus push.
Yeah, that's right. But I like to be able to see it.
Yep.
I think that's probably the like I can see where it's going, and that's why I want to do that versus this, but no reason why you can't do that.
So if everything's stretched out correctly, that piece should just fall into place
Okay.
as you like pull the air out.
Okay. But I'll probably want to tack it like this
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
Yeah. Alright. Wait.
Sounds nice.
Okay. And then this, so we can flush out a little bit more and that'll lay down there.
So we have a little bit of moisture here.
Ooh, that's nasty.
So you hit this really nice,
Yeah.
and you hit the top really nice, and then we missed this little piece.
No! Alright. Might as well get it while it's there.
Yeah. What's nice is you're already
Oh,
set up.
it's just paint too.
You're so set up already. Oh, is it?
Yeah, right here. I thought this was air, but you're right. There's air right above it that I missed. That washed out. These little light spots, that's paint.
Oh, nice.
I get a freebie.
Yeah, what's nice there is that it's already set up, so you could lift it, spray more moisture, put it back down, and it should, in theory, fall back into place.
Nice. Yep. Yep. Just don't want any bubbles hanging out along the edges too bad. Alright. So that's pretty stuck. It might squeegee. Would you just try and squeegee that, or just you loosen it up?
Yeah, I try and squeegee it out first
Okay.
and see if it goes, and if it doesn't, then I know I have the ability to open it back up.
Okay. Up here is sticking.
Yeah.
Alright. This, I think I didn't quite stretch this right.
Should still be fine.
Okay. Alright. So that's all good. And then, since this has been chilling, I'll take care of this. Okay, so this right here is probably just a good flush and a good squeegee.
Yep. And it's really about moving the tension that way and towards the bottom.
Okay, so would you try and just like
Pull on it a little bit. You could.
okay. Okay. And then just try and knock it down into smaller things. Just across that whole piece.
Exactly.
Okay. This is gonna get trimmed?
That's gonna get cut off, yeah.
Okay.
So I like removing all those pieces, like from my actual kit. Because imagine trying to line this up while you're doing the stretch up, down to the left and right.
I've had to do that.
It is such a pain.
Yeah.
I'd rather just delete it.
Cause you're gonna have to, yeah, it's gonna be really hard, especially with this small piece there, yeah. Okay.
I'd much rather just delete it and then hand cut it.
Alright.
Just install 5 times easier.
So I'm not so worried about these little ones anymore.
No, those are
When it was the big one, but it separated enough and went out pretty smoothly. Okay.
not too shabby.
Alright.
Okay, so let's work on the top part. The top part requires to be wrapped before we go to the bottom. So before we go there, I would like to just get these down.
Okay.
So I'll spray my tag. These are self-explanatory, right?
Yeah, those will push up and over.
Yeah, these you just push up and over. You could even get a towel in here right now and like soak up all this extra moisture. So I'll go here, I'll grab my towel, I'll soak up all this moisture, and now that will want to stay a lot better.
Okay.
And then all the little stuff that you see, like let's say this edge right here is not going down. I can try and dry it up. If it stays down, great. If it doesn't, at the very, very end, when we're doing like our post heating, that's when we would come in and add a small amount of heat here, and it'll really lock that down.
Okay.
It's like wrapping your edge, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the fun part of this pumpkin. Because all that to me was easy. This bottom piece is the hard part. So let's get to this fun part.
Yeah, this bottom piece doesn't look fun.
It's not fun.
That's good to know.
Not if you're just starting. This piece right here is the reason why people stop doing PBS.
Yeah. Yeah, everything up to now seemed like, okay, I could actually learn this fairly quickly. I'm familiar with seeing stuff like this, and it's not a fun day.
No. So here, we need this corner to line up perfectly, and we need this to wrap the same amount consistently. We need this line to be consistent. We need this line to be consistent as well. The hard part is you gotta spray your tack. You actually have to stretch down, try and line this up,
Okay.
and then get something to hold so that it stays right there.
Okay.
So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and work it real slow. So if I just try to lay it like this, it's not in
Here's
place.
what I found.
Wow. Thanks, Siri.
Let's pull it down into place. So somewhere around there. So that looks pretty nice to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and lock in this section.
None of your accessories can do that.
Sorry. So I'm using this piece to hold this piece in place.
Okay.
Now I can work, so I did this, now I can work this section, and then I'll work this section
Sure.
this way. So here, check this out. I'm gonna feed a little extra film in there so that it wants to sit in there relaxed. So I'm gonna push the film this way, allowing this to sit. It begins to sit really nice. Then I pull away from there and I lock this in. So I've locked in here to here to here. And that allows this to stay relaxed. And then I can work that way, or I can continue working this way. But I would like to close this off because it has this pocket of air that's shooting through there. With proper stretch in the right direction, you can get that to want to lay by itself. So like here it's a stretch that way, and it's a stretch down, and then it begins to fall into place.
Yeah.
Right, but now we gotta go back to our original thing of like, hey, find all your tag points, then all the middle stuff will fall into place. So here I would like to, once I get past this point, I'd like to go to this point. So let's say something like this. I'll align this here. Would you mind squeezing that for me?
Yeah.
Perfect. Squeeze to the top. 80% now? Nice. Alright, so that's what we're looking for there. And now this needs to stay consistent as well. Because if it's too high up and it begins to hit the plastic, it'll never stay down. It'll always hit and then bounce out. So So we need to pull this down a little bit so that it sits right on top of the paint.
Okay.
So we're gonna get this to sit there. I like that right there. Now I lock in this piece, because in theory now it's lined up, right?
Yeah.
Now when I go to stretch down here, and I push all this air out, it should fall into place.
Okay.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
But there's so many moving pieces here. That's what makes this hard. So it should be something like that. Now this piece is falling, which is nice. That I could handle later, but I've gotten past the hard part. That's the hardest part. Now we gotta do the same thing that we did here. We gotta stretch it this way,
Okay.
so then we can finish the middle.
Alright, I'm gonna hop on the other side.
Then we're gonna get this big stretch.
Yeah.
You see this right here? We get this big stretch all the way across to try and get this to wrap. So big stretch. If you stretch it correctly, it'll line up and it'll remove all the fingers. It's a big stretch this way too because this piece is a one piece. So it needs to wrap here, the face and the bottom. So if you get a big stretch, if you take a look underneath as well, the bottom has already wrapped itself.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking for. I don't want to look here at all. I want to focus on this point. I'm going to get this close. This might be the hardest part of this puzzle. Because here we have to align two pieces close to each other while this film is fighting us, pulling back. Big stretch. As you get your stretch, you squeegee it down. While lining these two pieces up. And I am having to bust out a lot of different techniques and moves to try and get this to lay really nice. Because now this is lined up, but it's not lined up perfect. Then it's leaving a little overhang here, and it's not lined up here perfect. So this will take a lot of manipulation to try and get it lined up perfect. But if you just take a little bit of time and slowly just keep working it, it will fall into place. Here I'm playing with the overlap. I want these two pieces to be tight together. This fell into place really nicely.
Yeah, it lines up a lot better now.
And this lines up really nice too. Trapped a little bit of moisture here. You can always open up and make a new exit for it.
Oh yeah, and hold that open and there you go.
slowly transitioning from the top to the middle, and then we can do the bottom at the very end.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
This is very advanced stuff.
Okay.
Trying to get this to lay down. Because I think many people could get it to lay down, but getting it to lay down and making it look pretty, that's the hard part.
Okay.
But that went down nice. Still got this up here to finish.
Yeah.
Now we can come back. We can finish this off. It's a little dry. We'll open it back up. Finish.
Cool. We used to. Nice.
So there, I like opened it up, sprayed my slip, then I used the heat of my tag to like shrink it back into place.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it just kind of like disappeared. Cool.
Now you can go try that side. This is the hardest part
Yeah.
on this whole bumper,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
How many cars have a similar, like, how much harder than that does it generally get on like your average?
Actually, not much harder than that.
Really?